is a nice wee tavern you got here, Templar Knights. But where are you? Oh, hello folks. Just perusing the grounds. I stopped by here. They have no chapel, and these are Templar Knights. This is their pub. Apparently no one's here except me, enjoying some of the wine. We're going to have to establish a chapel here. That's part of my mission from the Vatican. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for the Templars to get here, I could probably tell you a story about the wolf and the mouse. One day there was a mouse running about the forest, and he happened to stumble upon a sleeping wolf. Ran right over his nose. And the wolf was very upset about that. So what he did was he stopped and he grabbed him under that massive paw, and he got that mouse, was about to eat them, and the mouse yelled, "Please don't eat me." He says, "I could return the favor someday to you if you don't eat me and you spare my life." And the wolf thought about it for a second. He wasn't very hungry anyway, and he said, "Well, okay, I'm in a good mood today, so I'm going to let you go." So he lets the mouse go. A few weeks later, the mouse is going about his business in the forest, and he hears a howling from a wolf and a crying, and no one's answering it. So he recognized that voice. It was the wolf that spared his life. So he decided to run about and find out where that wolf was. And he finally caught up to him, and he was in a hunter's net, and was in a terrible fix. He couldn't get in, and the mouse decided he was going to spare that wolf. So he ran up the tree, and he started to gnaw at the ropes holding that net in place. And it crashed down, and the wolf was freed. And the wolf stopped and looked at that mouse, and he said, "You know, I laughed when I spared your life, figuring you'd never be able to help a wolf like me, such a wee thing like you. But," he says, "I'm glad you did. Thank you very kindly." And they went about their way. And the moral of the story is, a little kindness goes a long way, and sometimes it's repaid in a way that you'd not know. And hopefully you got something out of that. And I think perhaps it's time for another flagon of ale, and the keg is right here. The Celtic roots, you know, you gotta clean that rat's nest out now and again. And we'll see you about sometime in the kingdom. Take care. Folks, you're still here, eh? The Templars are gone. I have no idea where they went. They must be on campaign again. Been here about an hour, and I see no one. I'm going a little dafty myself. So I think I'm going to be walking the grounds outside for a bit. And I'll give them another half hour or so. If they're not here, I'll have to really leave them a scroll and tell them the bishop needs to see their temple master as soon as possible. Well, see y'all outside. What a lovely day in Scotland today is, eh? Overcast as normal, but at least it's warm and not raining. I still see no sign of the Templars, folks, so sorry I dragged you out here, but doesn't seem to be any Templars. Perhaps they're all at Castle Gwyn. I understand the opening day of festivities there was today. So, perhaps, if you're going there, you'll see some of them. Say hi to them for me, will you? I'm hoping to be there myself in another couple, 2-3 weeks. Don't know if I'm going to make it exactly when, but I will be there. There's a tribute to someone very special to me. He was a hospitalier and Viking at heart. And we're going to do a toast and hopefully a blessing. And to Sir John, I cannot be there, but you're never away from our thoughts, my lad. I hear a piper in the background. That's nice. That's a good sign. Perhaps they're coming, folks. Who knows? I see no one, but then again, the old eyes of the bishop are failing quite a bit. That's a nice beat to it, though. Until we meet again, folks, fare thee well.